I'm Mark Sable, the writer and creator of Hazed, and
I'm Robbi Rodriguez, the artist of said creation, Hazed.
a lot of it's based on my experiences going to college. I went to Duke undergrad. Duke's known, besides for the lacrosse rape scandal, and the basketball team, it's also known for having pretty good academics. And when I got there, I was just shocked at just some of the smartest women in the country. The minute it's like almost the second they stepped foot on the campus, their lives started to revolve around their looks and what their value was to guys. And it was just sort of really depressing to me, and I always kind of asked the question why, and Hazed is my politically incorrect way of answering that question. I think part of being a good writer is being a good listener. I had a lot of friends who were in sororities. I listened to their stories. Some things that I thought were urban legends, I threw in and exaggerated them, but what I learned what I've learned since I've written this and gotten feedback on it is so many things that I thought that I just made up or I exaggerated were really, in fact, really did happen. So many girls are vomiting into the drains that they get clogged, and it destroys the plumbing. That's really happened, and I can tell you at least 2 different schools. I have to give Robbi a lot of credit because he would throw in his own sort of sight gags in it too, that weren't in the script. We have an abortion sight gag, which clearly, really Marvel and DC should be doing more of. We have these huge weight fluctuations of these characters, just binging and purging, and I think it's something Robbi captured really well. We have I think probably the most controversial thing is sort of a reverse date rape, basically, a girl date raping a guy, and he can't get it up, so they need to use a penis pump, which Robbi ably drew.
I did research.
Girls getting plastic surgery and implants, and girls committing suicide because it's kind of comes the popular thing to do, which is a little nod to Heather's.
The circling of the fat. I thought it was just some bullshit you made up.
And some of it was I hear it as an urban legend, and I felt well, it's okay to exaggerate, because I'm doing a satire, and we want to go for the comedy here, and it's actually kind of sad that so much of it, the truth in a lot of ways matched up to the fiction. They're ugly things, but they are true, and I think hopefully maybe in a nice way, this will get people to open their eyes a little bit.
I know a first-hand account from my first fan letter email. We scared a girl for not going to college because of the book.
People who write in are and it really, you get a lot of things oh my God, I can't believe a guy wrote this or a guy drew this. You've really captured it. And then there are there are 10% that say I'm really offended by this. How dare a guy write this? This isn't true. This is all stereotypes. They're well, my sorority wasn't like this. And it turns out they were in a co-ed sorority or, a sorority at some really kind of a school where their Greek scene is really tame.
Yeah, in my movie, life wasn't like this.
What? I'm sorry?
In my movie, life wasn't like this.
Yeah, that's basically exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's a great quote. Actually, it's I wish a woman had come and written it first, but they didn't. So,
more power to us. We did it.